Alright, well here's part 2 to the whole chicken thing. Pause button didn't work. Well, I think the pause button worked. I just started doing something else on the phone and it lost my video. Anyway, it's getting close, and I'm gonna brush some barbecue on. So at least you can watch that here. I don't use nothing fancy. Cheap old paintbrushes. Looks like that side still got a feather in him. That's funny. This was a pretty big chunk right here. I'm just putting some on this side because I'm going to flip it back over. This is the bone side. But when I get this going, when I first start this chicken out like this, I like to get this fire really hot, and then I lay the chicken right on top of it and sear that outer skin. That way turns that skin nice and crispy. That is a big piece of chicken right there. See how crispy that skin is? Just from doing that, I broke that skin loose. Probably ought to have my long brush, but just on this little kettle like this, I'm not reaching over that fire. I'm doing this on the Oklahoma Joe's. I got a nice long brush so you can reach back in there and still have some hairs left on your arms when you're done. And I just use good old Sweet Baby Ray's, the original. I'm just gonna put the lid back on there for a little bit longer, but it's basically done. Alright, gonna actually check it. See what this big old fat one is. Yeah, see, he's still pumping up in the middle there. That's a big old fat piece of chicken. That fire's not as close as it looks like in my hand. That's an optical delusion. Yeah, big guy needs to stay on there a little bit longer. Alright, let's see. This thing should be done about now. Well, that big old fat metal is just fighting it. I know it'll keep on cooking a little bit once I take it off, and it's really close. See it there? Yeah, I just poked him right there and blood's coming up still. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on there for a little bit. I may just shut it down and just let it bake in there like an oven. I just don't want it to ruin that big old hunk of meat, so I'm even thinking about just taking it off, and I know it'll keep cooking for a little bit, but I don't like that blood in there, that's for sure. I'm just closing her up. I'm gonna let it just sit on there for a little while. Anyway, I'm gonna end this now. Thanks for watching.